my new and improved power rankings.
Power rankings.
This week's top 10 Major League Baseball power rankings, and we will start at number 10 with the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are here at number 10, 19 and 15. A bit of a slide down this list. I believe they're down 4 spots from where they previously were. And at one point, they were even up, I believe, all the way up to the 3 spot. So 19 and 15, they were on a 6-game losing streak. So tough to have a team on here that went on a 6-game losing streak last week, but they end the week on a win with a win on Sunday and kept them in here hanging on by an absolute thread, though, might I say. But they're here at number 10.
And at number 9, they were not ranked last week, the Diamondbacks.
The D-backs, man, look at them. They're on a roll. I tweet it pretty much every time the D-backs win. I tweet out the snake logo because I don't know. I just have taken a liking to what the fighting rattlesnakes. Now I'll work on it. The fighting snakes. The fighting Corbin Carrolls. That's what we'll stick with. The Diamondbacks are newcomers on this list. As you said, they were not ranked last week. They're 19 and 15 as well. And they're playing really good baseball right now. So they are here on this list. Tough loss on Sunday, though. Tough loss to the Nationals. They were going to be higher, was ready to go with that, and then a really bad loss to the Nationals on Sunday. But they're still on this list, and they're here at number 9.
All right, moving to number 8, down 3 spots, the Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates have been the Pirates didn't win a game this past week. And this was interesting for me because I've been very excited about the Pirates and what they're doing this year, where they started the season 20-8. And then this past week, they've lost 7 in a row, where they've played some good teams in this season, but they had a very tough week where they had to face the Rays and the Jays, and they didn't win a game against any of those. So this season's kind of been a roller coaster so far for this team, where it seems really good, but now how are you going to do when the schedule gets tough? And they're in a tough stretch right now, and it has not started off well. So they dipped down a bit in these power rankings, and they are here at number 7.
Number 8. Now number 7, who has also been a roller coaster of a season, and they're on the up right now. They were not ranked last week. I don't know if they've been ranked this season.
They have not.
The Boston Red Sox.
Sox are 21 and 15. Really good offense since the middle of April. Arguably the best offense in baseball, and their pitching has been more than adequate, good enough to get the job done. Their pitching is what could possibly hold them back this season, but they've gone on a stretch of 13 consecutive games where the starter gets at least 5 or more innings, and that's a good recipe for success. Good pitching and elite hitting, and that's why they're here. They're here at number 7.
Moving on to number 6, my Dodgers back in the power rankings. They were not ranked last week.
Yes, they weren't previously ranked. I think it's been 2 weeks without them being ranked, but it is time, and it's time to put them back pretty high on this list at number 6. 20 and 14 they are. So they're playing really good baseball now, much better. It was 20 and 14 entering Sunday, might I add. So really good for them, much better. This is the team we expected to see out on the field, and they're here at number 6.
Now moving into your top 5, up 3 spots, the Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers, 20 and 13, absolutely. They almost scored 20 runs on Sunday. This team's offense is really good. I mentioned Josh Young is a rookie. Marcus Semion's doing really good. And guess what? Corey Seager is set to come back kind of soon. So I'm getting higher and higher on this Rangers team. And as a result, they are getting higher and higher in the power rankings. And for the first time, they're in the top 5.
Number 4, also up 3 spots, the Baltimore Orioles.
How about the O's?
Yeah.
Another good week. Now, they did lose 2 of 3 to the Atlanta Braves in that weekend series, but I actually walked away from that series as impressed with them as I could. You know, they're 22 and 12, but that series against the Braves are the best team in the National League and one of the best teams in the game of baseball, and the O's went in there on the road and looked really good against them. And then that Sunday game went into extra innings, could have gone either way. So I don't knock them for losing that series in the fashion they did. They looked every bit the part of playing in that series and beating the Atlanta Braves. It was a great series. I moved them up to number 4.
Number 3, holding strong, same as last week, the Blue Jays.
Yep, Blue Jays have stayed the same right here at 3. The Blue Jays are really good. I mean, I picked them to win the AL East. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but they're getting it all offensively. They're doing really well, and I've really liked what I've seen. I'm starting to see more and more improvement from this pitching staff, who they're here at number 3 with their pitching staff not doing what they were expected to do. I thought this would be arguably the best rotation in the game of baseball. Manoah hadn't been great to start the year. Jose Barrios looks like he might be turning a corner. I like where the Blue Jays are at, and they're here at number 3.
Number 2, holding strong again, the Atlanta Braves.
Yep, those Atlanta Braves just talked about in that series with the O's. The O's are legit. They came to town for the Braves, and the Braves had a really good series against them. They're 24-11. Ronald Acuna continues to be Ronald Acuna, and I really enjoy watching the Braves right now. They're so much fun, doing the little things right, doing the big things right, hitting the balls out of the yard, pitching well. Max Fried is back, so Atlanta Braves staying put at number 2.
And number 1, the best team in baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, there's no doubt here.
No.
My number 1 team, again, this week in my top 10 Major League Baseball power rankings is the Tampa Bay Rays, who just continue to be the best team in the game of baseball and being historically good to start the season. So naturally, they round out this week's top 10 Major League Baseball power rankings.